Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I have a haul video to share with you guys. And I have purchases from Tuesday morning from Hobby Lobby clearance, and then also an online order for Spellbinders. And so I'm just going to get right into it. The first ones I'm going to go through are the Tuesday morning. Our Tuesday morning is still kind of sparse for craft supplies, but she is starting to get a few more items in. And when I was checking back with her last week to see if she had anything that I was interested in, there was a couple of things, so I was pleasantly surprised. And the first item I picked up was Heidi Swap. There were actually some other like stencils and some different things also from Heidi Swap, but I chose not to purchase any of those. I just picked up this fabric flags. And there's the SKU number if anybody needs it. It was $3.29. And these I could cut out of fabric if I wanted to, but they are like little pennant shaped fabric flags, and I do love decorating these with my leftover snippets and ribbons and laces and stuff. So I did pick these up, and it looks like there's, you know, quite a few in there. I guess we can open it up and check it out. I haven't done that yet, so let's just see how many are in there. 11, 12. So there's actually 12 flags in there, or 12 banner pieces. So that's really good, because you can always, of course, you know, if you wanted something smaller, if you wanted to have something that said a particular word, you could just add new string and cut off some of them. So that's actually a pretty good deal for that. And so like I said, there was 12 flags in there, and that one was $3.29. So I'm going to set that aside. And then the next couple items were part of the Masquerade Ball collection, and I think these ones are Crafter's Companion. So this one is a die cut, and it's just of the mask. You can see there's the mask, and there's the sample piece, and there's the SKU number. That was $4.99. And I picked this one up because eventually I would love to do like a Phantom of the Opera journal. And so I think that would be perfect for the Masquerade Ball scene in there. And I still have some like graphic 45 paper left, their Masquerade paper line that they had a while back. So I still have some of that paper left. So I'm thinking that that would work well with that also. And then this one also is Masquerade Ball collection, but these ones are acrylic stamps. And they were only $2.99, which I think is a great deal for acrylic stamps. And you can kind of see right there what you get in there. You know, there's a couple sentiments and some background and some little words and some different, you know, feather and stuff. So I think that one also is a great price for that one. And then the last item I picked up, I couldn't help myself. I try really hard. I'm trying to get pickier about paper because I have so much paper. I probably have enough paper I could open up my own scrapbooking store. But when I see ones that I love, I just can't resist. And so this was one of the ones. I love Kaiser Craft. And this one was called Flower Shop. And it has, you know, the flower, a little bit of a spring feel to it, but it's more the vintage muted colors. And so I'll kind of hold it up because I know that there's a bad glare. I'll hold it up so you can kind of check out some of the paper styles that are in there. You know, I love this one right here, this kind of a vintage shabby one. You know, some of those blue ones also are very fun. You know, it looks like you get like a bonus sticker sheet in there. You know, that one's also fun with all the butterflies. And again, that's what that one was called. And there's the SKU on that one. So that was my purchase from Tuesday morning. So my next purchases are all from Hobby Lobby. And so I'll start with these right here. I did end up picking up all three that they had. These are like the adhesive gem strips, and these are the really small sized ones. And these ones were $2.24 after the discount. But these are just like those really small crystals, and I was out of the really small ones, so this was a good find for me, especially off of the clearance rack. You know, it was on my Hobby Lobby list for sometime when I showed up and they had it for 50% off. I was going to pick one up just because I was out of the really small size. But it was an even better find when they were the clearance 75% off price. I also picked up the Paper Studio. These are kind of like feet for boxes. And those ones I picked up for $1.74. Also, this one from it's like a little closure for making like jewelry boxes or decorating boxes. And that one was down to $1.24. So I picked that one up. Also, kind of these photo corners, or like I call them for like when I make journals, I use them in the corners of some of my journals. And so there was kind of this gold color and this little like bronzy gold color. And they each were $1.24. So I picked those ones up. And then also from that little like jewelry sector, I picked up some charms and some different little embellishments. So this one was 99 cents for this cameo. I love her. She's beautiful. These ones were like little charms of gold coins. Again, I have it in my head that eventually I'm going to do like a boho gypsy type themed journal. I want to do a fabric one and also like a paper one. And so these ones would be perfect for that. And I do have quite a few supplies already for those journals. I just need to sit down and make them. So those were like gold coins. These ones also were like more of a bronzy or dark gold coins also. These ones were $1.49, and these ones actually were from a different company. I thought these were really fun. These ones were little keys, and again, they're charms, and these ones were down to $1.49. You got them in gold and silver. And this charm was a fleur-de-lis, which I love making like Parisian type items, and so this always works perfect as an embellishment. So that one was down to 74 cents. I actually picked up a couple of these because I had a couple of them. I didn't put them all out on my desk. I put a couple of them away already. And then this one, again, kind of some little bling pieces. What's nice about these is you can see, like these would be good like on a tassel or something like that, because you can add charms to the bottom and also add something to the top. They have the little eyelets there for that, but very beautiful pieces. I also picked up a couple of these. And then this last one that I picked up, again, is just a big bling piece, but it does have the top of it, so you could use it as a charm if you wanted to. These ones were down to $2.49, originally $10, and you got 2 pieces. So that was kind of my charms and bling that I picked up. And then they had some of the wedding stuff on clearance. And so I did pick up these flowers. They were down to 74 cents, and you got 2 of them for 74 cents. There's some little fabric flowers that are really nice. And so I picked up, I got 3. That was all that they had. So I picked those ones up. I love having extra flowers on hand. And then also they had these wedding lace pieces on sale. They had it kind of in the white and then also the ivory or cream color. These ones were down to $3.24. And you get 10 yards, and it's 6 inches by 10 yards. So that's a little bit of lace on there. And these ones are just good layering laces. Oftentimes when I start projects, I like to have a piece of lace down underneath it. And so these are just good layering or pieces to start off with on different projects, fabric and lace projects. Or you can also cut them up and use them in snippets if you're into making snippets. So I picked those 2 up, and then the last 3 things are some different ribbons or trims. This one was the white one. I love this one. It has the little rosettes and the beads. I can't believe that they're clearancing this one out. I buy this one all the time. So when I saw it on the clearance rack, I had to buy it. I would have bought more, but this was the last one that they had, and this one was down to $2.49. And so that one was in the white, and then I picked up the same one in ivory, and this one I did open up so that you guys could just see what it looked like. And that one again was $2.49. So I picked those two up. And then the last one I picked up, this one was also $2.49, and these are just pearls. Again, I thought that was a pretty good price, you know, $2.49, $2.50 for that one. It says it's 75 feet on that one. And these ones right here were also 10 yards, so you get quite a bit for the $2.50 price range. And the last items I have to share with you are Spellbinders. A while back, or not a while back, just maybe a couple weeks ago, I saw that they were having a sale on some items. And I don't know what I paid specifically for each item in here, but they were all 50% or more off of the suggested retail price. And so I did pick up the ones I was kind of interested in, and so I will go through those real quick. This one is part of the Amazing Paper Grace collection, and it's called Romantic Charger. And I'll hold it up so you guys can see the name of it. And then I'll hold up the top so you can see their number. And then I'll just kind of show you the back side just to see what it looks like cut out on something. And I just thought that was a gorgeous die. And the middle of it's big enough, like this one, you know, so you can see that you can make a quick card and then stamp something in the middle. If you want to take it up a step, then of course you can add the flowers. You know, if you were to make something, you could add like even these flowers next to it that I purchased. So, so that was the first one. And then this next one is called Bless Your Heart Vignette. Again, part of the Amazing Paper Grace collection. I love a lot of those cutting dies that Spellbinder has for that collection. And then the top of this one, there's the number. There's kind of a look at this one. It says Bless Your Heart. But what's nice about these ones is you can take out the middle sentiment. Like this one says Bless Your Heart. It's a separate die. So you can still have just the outer side frames if you want, and still add something different into the middle of this one if you want. So I love that one. This one is a larger sized one, and this one is called Classic Slimline. So this one would be for a slimline card, and there's the name of that one. Lots of intricate details on this one, and I guess you can't really, that doesn't really show up very well, but there's that. And then I'll turn it over. So this one just says "For You" is the sentiment in the middle of it. And I just thought that was a really nice one, like if you're sending like some happy mail out to someone to make a quick card. And again, you know, you can just cut it out, and if you layer it with some pretty paper, it'll be gorgeous on its own. But you can, of course, then, like here, they added another little embellishment on top of it if you wanted to take it up a notch. Then the nice little corner dies on that one too. So I picked that one up. Another larger size die. This one was part of the Die of the Month Club. This one came from March of 2022, and this one was called Bella Ovalette. Beautiful die. And there's the number up at the top and the name. And this one up there is kind of the sample that they have of what that one can look like. So lots of pieces to this one that you can interchange. So beautiful die. And then another longer kind of slimline type cutting die. And this one is called Flourish Sonata Note Card. And again, this one also is part of the Amazing Paper Grace collection. There is the number up at the top. And there's the back sample on that one. You can just see the background part of it. It's not the hello, but it's the background part of this one. But again, there's enough space in the middle of this one to add quite a bit. And then you also have just the little pieces right here too. So, and then I'm thinking, you know, this one they used it all along, but I'm thinking that they have the little fold right here that you could put this in the middle when you die cut, and then you could actually fold it in half, maybe, since it's called a note card. That's what I'm thinking, what that one maybe is for. But It doesn't matter. You could also use it as a slim line, but a beautiful die. This one I thought was really fun. When I saw this one, I was thinking junk journals for this one. And this one's called Enchanting Pocket Card, Tag, and Envelope. So it looks like you can make, you know, the envelope, and then there's a tag that you can stick into the envelope or the pocket on that one. So they do have a little bit of a sample there, but you can kind of see the different ways to use that one. And there is the number at the top and the name. And then this one was also a die of the month one, and this one was from December of 2021. And let's see, this one is called A2 Filigree Marquee. And again, another amazing paper grace one. There's the number, and I'll hold it up. And then that's kind of what it looks like on the back side, so you can kind of see the actual die. But again, these ones are so nice because you can mix and match. Like this one, you can just use the outer frame, and you don't have to do the inside one, or you can just use the inside piece on something else. So nice ones that can intermix with each other. And this one I picked up, this one is called Happy Anniversary Vignette, again from Amazing Paper Grace. There's the number on the top, and that's what that one looks like. And this one just has Happy Anniversary. I realized when I moved into my new craft room, and I've been going through my old cutting dies and kind of switching over how I organize my cutting dies, that I really didn't have any that really said Happy Anniversary on them. And so when I saw this one up for sale on Spellbinders, I decided to grab it because, again, it was still a versatile enough cutting die in the fact that I didn't have to always use the middle Happy Anniversary part of it, that you could easily not add that and you still have a nice outside edge. And I do have a lot of other like circle sentiment cutting dies that I think they're not quite this big, but they're slightly smaller, that would still look really nice layered inside of this cutting die. So I did pick up this one just because I did think it was versatile enough. And it also gave me a sentiment that I didn't have. This one is called Circle Meets Square. And that's what that one looks like. Again, one that you can intermix. You know, you can take out the middle pieces, leave them in. You know, if you just want the outside shape and not this part of it, you can take that part out. And then this next one is like a stamp and die set. And this one's a Christmas one. And this one's called Mini Christmas Greetings. And I just like some of the Christmas greetings on this one. And of course it did have, I mostly bought it for them, but it did have the cutting die where I think you could stamp one or two things and then cut them with the scissors. Because this is a pretty long cutting die, and these sentiments aren't that big. You know, maybe only one of them is, but even not, it wouldn't be the whole thing. So, but like this one says like, Christmas greetings, cherish the season, missing you at Christmas, sending snowflake kisses, are some of the sentiments on that one. There's the number, and I'll just kind of, they're all kind of all sorts of directions on there, so I know it's hard to see. Then how these ones go this way. But some nice little Christmas sentiments, so I picked that one up. And then I picked up two more, or the next four things are actually Kathy Holden items. And these ones I know are 50% off. I know a lot of the other ones that I picked up were more than 50% off. I've been looking at her stuff for a while on different websites that have been selling the Kathy Holden stuff. She has beautiful material if you haven't looked up her material before. But she has some nice stuff out, and I did pick up a couple of them. There was a few more I wanted, but I refrained just because I opted to pick up more cutting dies instead of more of this line. But the first two sets are rubber stamps, and they're part of the flea market finds collection. And what I liked about these is they have a vintage style to them, and you could stamp these on any type of paper and cut them out and use them as embellishments. And so I picked those ones up. You can maybe see better on the back side what they say. And I guess there is the number up there at the top, and then there's how you spell Kathy Holden. She also has an incredible craft room. I don't think she has any YouTube videos, but she does. If you can find her on Instagram, and you can check out pictures of her craft room on Instagram. Hers is definitely a flea market style craft room, kind of like what my craft room is now, but mine has a little bit more of a shabby feel to it, where hers is maybe brighter colors than what my craft room is, but she has a lot of fun stuff in her craft room too. And then this next one is called Circle Label Icons. Oh, and I forgot to say that this last one was called Antique Adverts, is what that one is called. So Circle Label Icons. There's the number on this one. And I think it's easier to read what they say on the back, so I'm just going to flip it over so you can see. And again, I thought these ones would be fun. You could definitely stamp these out on any type of like leftover digital papers or scrapbooking papers. And then what's nice, these are circles, so you can use like your circle punch and then cut them out that way, so you don't have to fussy cut them out for most of them. I thought that one was really fun, the one with the bee on it. But again, nice fun little extra embellishments that you can add to your junk journals with that one. And then I wanted to pick up more of these, but again, I refrained. And these are just printed die cuts. So this first one was called Home Arts. And there's the number. Very similar to like the ones that Tim Holtz has, but these ones are definitely vintage, different advertising on those. And then this one was called Meadowlark. And there's the number on that one. You can kind of see some of the, this piece right here, kind of reminds me of this stamp set right here, even though it's not the numbers, but you get a very similar look. Or even like with this 5-cent one too, I could get that kind of look with stamping it to make my own ephemera. So again, I wanted to thank everybody so much for watching today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And until next time, I want to wish you guys all a wonderful day and happy crafting.